Hello, hello, Melissa Martin here, your can of curly. And today, for our day 2 of our social media blueprint, we are going to talk about algorithm. And so that might not mean anything to any of you right now, but it needs to. Don't be embarrassed if you don't know this information. Just know the social media algorithms are something that play a huge role into whether or not people actually see what you're posting. And so before I really get into that, I put a contest out there for those that are following along effectively, efficiently, and those that completed day 1's task in time. So if you're watching the replay, sorry you missed it. Maybe this is a little bit older of a training now as well, but still relevant. Just know that we constantly do giveaways for people that are like plugging in consistently every day. Yesterday's video was 15 minutes. You could have probably listened to it while you showered. I have a piece of glitter right here. Weird. Okay, that was bothering me. And so really you have to learn how to learn each and every day, but fit it into your everyday life. Put the Netflix down, put down the remote, and learn a little bit each day. You've got to follow up, you've got to learn, you've got to network, you've got to be a professional asker. And all those things. And so learning is a big part of it, and then applying. And so you have to ask yourself, do I want to, continue to be broke? Do I want to continue to be in debt? Or do I want to make a difference? And that starts here and now. Each and every day, you're going to learn a little bit more. And in the next 7 days, you're going to be so much better at social media than you were 7 days ago. And it doesn't stop there, okay? Because you're going to learn more the next 7 days after that about something else or a little bit more advanced about social media. And you're going to be even better than you were at the time before that, okay? So just because you're only learning little bits at a time does not mean it's not going to it will add to compounded greatness over time. And so I'm telling you guys right now, social media is such a huge, amazing tool that you can use to really make money from home. So get your head out of your ass, start to learn and get to work, right? So before I get into that, let me go ahead and draw the winners for the people that completed those tasks for day 1 on time. And I will just get right to it and share my screen. So here are the names I have. There's a bunch actually on here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a random winner for a free bottle of 500 milligrams cinnamon. It is an old label cinnamon, just heads up, works fantastic. I've been using the old label. Same juice, same goods inside. So get with me if you're the winner and I will mail this out to you. Here we go. Shelly! Yay, Shelly works so hard and she's always plugging in. So Shelly, you are the winner of the 500 milligram cinnamon CBD oil. Send me your mailing address. I probably have it somewhere. So, all right. So let's talk the algorithm. This is a really, really complicated term. So what is an algorithm? An algorithm is a mathematical sequence equation that social media, that Google, that Twitter, that Facebook, that Instagram, any sort of digital web-based technology usually has an algorithm. When you Google search something, it runs an algorithm on things that you usually like or that a lot of people say, and it will pull your search results based upon the algorithm. Now, here's the way algorithms work with Facebook. One, they're ever changing. The algorithm will never stay the same. The one thing that's true with technology is that it never will stay the same. 2, it determines who actually sees your posts, okay? And so on average, I'm gonna tell you this right now, this is the biggest mistake. Stop right now and you have to think, get this, if you don't take anything else away from this training, I want you to take this away. The biggest mistake people make when they first start this business is they post once and they think, my friends didn't buy. I posted once 6 months ago, this business doesn't work. Okay, no, Sally, it works. It's just that only maybe 10% of your friends saw that post. And at the time, they weren't sure if you really posted it. And at the time, they weren't sure if they trusted you. And at the time, they weren't sure you were going to stick with it. So they decided not to buy from you. People want to buy from people that they know are going to stick around and actually help them feel better. truly help them feel better. And so you have to right now decide you're going to be consistent, you're going to keep learning, and you're going to be persistent and fail forward even if you have to. So algorithms. You have to work with this social media algorithm to get more people and the right people seeing your posts. And today is only going to be part one. Algorithms can be so complicated. And at the end of the day, it's really what I want you to know is one, only very limited amounts of people will see your posts. Two, those will be the people that you either interact with most or that you have the most in common with, okay? So this is one of the reasons I don't recommend putting in your bio HempWorks CBD affiliate. Because when you post something about CBD, guess who's going to see those posts? The 10% of people that already sell CBD on your friends list, or the 10% of people that are already using another brand, or people that are on your team already. So do you want to be posting and only the people on your team seeing, or only your sideline seeing? No. So again, write this down. When it comes to the algorithm, who's going to see my posts the most? The people I interact with the most and the people I have the most in common with, okay? So this is why yesterday during our bio, we talked about those 5 things in your bio. And I'm going to teach you how to expand your network with people of like interests, because guess what? You're going to have more things in common with them, and your posts are more likely to show up in their news feed. So I have some notes here of what we're going to go over. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rambling. All right. Algorithm part 1. Who should you friend? This is going to be a separate training on who to friend, how to find friends, how to expand your network. But let me tell you right now, stop friending every affiliate. Stop friending every new person you meet on the team. Okay, so I get 10,000 requests from HempWorks affiliates. I have the option to follow. Remember yesterday, I taught you guys how to set your profile up so people can just follow you. I have that option. But then I look at a lot of your profiles and y'all have 50, 60, 70 sideline friends, which is great. Sideline relationships in this business are so much fun. We go to Vegas together. We have so much fun times at convention as sidelines. We're in our group chats together as sidelines. But when you're friends with all these sidelines, if you have 50 friends that are only sidelines, they're not on your team, they're not your affiliates, they're not in your organization, and you have 500 total friends and 50 of them are affiliates, guess which 10% are going to see your posts? The ones that already sell CBD as an affiliate. And is that really the tree you want to bark up? So stop friending every single affiliate. What I recommend, find 3 solid, maybe 5 solid leaders that you aspire to have their paycheck, and you can select C first. So I'm going to give you an example how you can do that right now. So when I go to Jenna Zweigel, our CEO, when I go to her Facebook page, or Josh Zweigel, our CEO, Jenna is his wife, you're going to notice we're not friends, right? But I have her as C first. So originally, I just had her as following. So when you go to someone's profile who's public, how I had you guys set your profiles up yesterday, you don't have to hit add friend, you actually can hit follow. But remember, you're not going to always see all their posts. If you want to make sure you never miss their posts, you're going to go to following, hover over, and hit see first. Same thing from your phone. There's an option to do this. Okay? You're going to hit see first. And now every time I click into Facebook, guess whose posts are going to be first there? It's going to be, I'm going to see Jenna's posts pretty quickly. Okay? So I have several people set as C first. And so right now she doesn't have any recent posts. But you know what that does for you? It helps you to use their posts as inspirations for your own. Not copy paste, but to use their posts for inspirations as your own. So that's action step 1. 1, you're going to set myself as C first. I would recommend setting Josh Zweigel, Josh Zweigel Josh Zwagel, he's our CEO, as see first, so you never miss corporate announcements. Same with Jenna Zwagel, my recommendation, okay? I also would recommend picking 2 other people whose paycheck you want and set them as see first so that when they post about their business and they start using attraction marketing, you can get some ideas at what's working and mold your own post in the same manner, okay? Action step 1. Action step 2, well, tip number 2, how often should I post? Another big mistake people make when they first start is they start posting about CBD 100 million times a day. I mentioned yesterday, people hate commercials. We're gonna teach you how to market, and then we're gonna teach you how to prospect. Sales happens in your messenger, in your texts, on the phone, in person. Marketing is just a means to get a call to action from people. It does not make a sale. It can sometimes help, but you have to get out there and message. So how often should I post? Guys, I maybe post about my business once a day. And then in my stories, I also post once a day. But also very important to note, you should not be posting to Facebook more than 3 to 5 times a day, maximum. There's days where I don't post at all, and I just go back to an old post and I like, comment, or reply to somebody on that post, because what happens is it refreshes the post to the top of the news feed. And when your friends click onto Facebook, they see that old post pop up, okay? So how often should I post? Maximum like 3, maybe on a busy day, 5 times a day, but only maybe 1 should be about business, guys. Still make your social media about you and your 5 things in your bio. And we're gonna really get into how you can really use those 5 things to draw a network, gain trust, and build on social media later, okay? So a big mistake I see is I go to somebody's page, they're like, this business isn't working for me, nobody's responding to my posts, and I go to their page and I see that they have shared 800 things in the past hour. Facebook is hiding those posts because of this algorithm. They put the algorithm in place because none of your friends want to go into their news feed and see the first 25 posts are just from you, because you shared 8 million things back to back to back to back to back to back to back, right? They want to see other people's stuff too. So Facebook, again, added that to the algorithm, and they're hiding your posts from your friends. So make your posts on your newsfeed count. On your profile, make those posts count, guys. You don't have to share every political post. You don't have to share every bogus news article clickbait. You don't have to share, you shouldn't be sharing much of anything. You should be creating authentic content, okay? And so 3, maybe 5 times a day. I'm gonna say that again, okay? 3, maybe 5 times a day. So what time of day? This is another thing you can think about. So another thing people will come to me and say is, Melissa, I posted at 1:30 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon and I got nothing, girl. Like, nobody's seeing my post. I don't know what to do. Nobody wants this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, first of all, you posted at 1:30 in the afternoon where most people are at work and they're not allowed to be on their phones or their computer or on Facebook. So you think that was a really good time to post, because your post has like a 2-hour lifespan maximum. And that's if that's a really good post. So you got to think about the times of days. When are people on social media a ton? Well, 75% of people, they grab their phone first thing in the morning when they wake up. They're clicking to Facebook, wake themselves up. Sad to say, but it's what a lot of people do. So that's the times when I like to create an interactive post. This will go into tomorrow's tips on algorithms, okay? Interactive posts. Your interactions are what's going to help other people see your posts. So daytime, first thing in the morning, something inspirational, something helpful, something funny, something that would get a lot of likes, comments, shares. Lunchtime is another good time for people to get on their phones. So around noon, right? Noon, depending on what time zone most your market is at. That would be like maybe Monday through Friday. Noon on a Sunday, maybe not so good. Maybe people are still at church. So think about those things. But the highest traffic time for posting to your social media is always going to be dinner time. right after dinner time, because people eat dinner with their families, they put their kids to bed, they lay down, and they start the scroll game, right? They start the scroll game. How many of you guys have spent an hour on Facebook and, before you've gone to bed and you're like, holy shit, I just spent an hour on Facebook, right? So think about those things, because you're going to post. I like to post and ride the wave into the high traffic times. So I post like right after dinner, and then people are finishing up their dinner and they like. Because every time someone likes and comments, it's bumping. It's putting your post higher up in the algorithm, and the algorithm's going, wow, this post is kind of popular. I'm going to show it to more people. So the more likes and comments and shares you get on your posts, the higher percentage of your friends that are going to see the post. And so that's why you want to think about the time of day that you're posting. Because if you post 1:30 on a Tuesday and everyone's at work, by 3:30 they're still at work and they don't see your post all day. You don't get any likes or comments. Okay? So we talked about don't friend a bunch of affiliates. Pick five solid leaders whose paychecks you want. Select see first and follow them. Don't friend 500 people, right? That's your action step. We talked about how often should you post, 3, maybe 5 times a day. This includes in groups too, guys. Now on your stories, you can share a bunch. You want to post 10 times a day on your stories? That's fine. That's totally fine. And we'll get into tips for your stories too later. But your actual posts on your newsfeed, 3, maximum 5 a day. And really 3 is sometimes pushing it for me. Then we talked about what time of day. You want to post during or just before high traffic times. Ride the wave to get more likes and comments, because more people will see your posts. And last but not least, authenticity of your posts, your pictures, and your words. Avoid posting pictures, words, or posts in general that are not authentically your words, pictures, or whatnot. So what do I mean by that? So a lot of people, corporate will come out with these great marketing images. I love printing these for events, right? I love sending them in Messenger when someone's like, well, tell me about the gummies. I'm like, oh, boop, here's the little meme about the gummies. I will never, 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 never post them to my Facebook feed, because these marketing images are not authentic to me. And Facebook's algorithm, artificial intelligence, scans the photo and goes, this photo has been used other places already. We're gonna hide it because it's not authentic. We're gonna not show so many people. Okay, so authenticity matters with the picture. What you could do instead is make your own picture. So I tell people, save your empty boxes, right? Maybe save an empty bottle and just, pretend like you're taking some CBD. And go live about the products rather than post a picture that you got from corporate or stole from Pinterest or took from another affiliate. My computer's kind of glitching out, so let me just give it a second. I think we're good to go. So authenticity on your pictures, authenticity on your words. Someone will come up, Alicia, my leader, 100K, the other day came up with this really great post about if you're a bartender, if you're a server and you're out of work right now during the Corona pandemic, I have a way you can make money for free from home. And everybody copied exactly what she said and reposted it. Now, Alicia got a lot of comments, but not everybody who copied her words. So your words have to be authentic as well. So come up with your own words. You can use these other leaders' posts as inspirations, but reword it. Reword it in your own words, okay? And then also you want to avoid sharing other people's posts, especially other affiliates' posts. You can maybe screenshot it and post it as your own, but by sharing their post, you're guiding your potential back to their page to make a purchase. Okay, now in my situation, when something like that happens, I usually check mutual friends and I'm like, oh, you're friends with Susan, let me get you in a 3-way chat. We'll answer your questions and go from there. And then I help Susan seal the deal, make the sale and get credit. But not all people are like that, guys, okay? And so just be authentic. Again, I'm gonna talk about creating content in these 7 days of the social media blueprint, but you gotta be authentic. And so I'm really excited to share with you guys how to authentically market based upon attraction marketing rather than spammy advertising. So that's really all I have for you today. I know that was like, whoa, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. At the end of the day, the algorithm is something that prohibits all of your posts being seen by all of your friends. So you have to do what's called hacking the algorithm in order to get more people to see your posts. In addition, we're going to talk about prospecting, messaging, proactively messaging people rather than waiting for people to come to you. But in the meantime, let's master this algorithm. We have to make sure we're friending people that aren't all affiliates, right? Because otherwise only affiliates are going to see your posts. We have to make sure we're only posting minimally to our newsfeed rather than 10 times an hour or once every 15 minutes, that sort of a thing. The algorithm actually prefers that you space your posts out at least 90 minutes apart, at least. And I would say as far as going 2 to 3 hours apart is even better, okay? We talked about what time of day to post, right? First time in the morning is a really good time. Some lunch hour can be an okay time, but that nighttime post, that's your mamma jamma, that's your hot runner, okay? That's when the most people are on social media. That's when I love to go live because more people will view and your posts will have more of a lifespan, okay? And then last but not least, we talked about authenticity. The law of authenticity with social media. Be authentic in your pictures, be authentic in your words and your posts. Facebook prefers authenticity, okay? So that's what we talked about today. That's a recap. Congratulations. Shelly, get with me so I can mail you your CBD tincture. And your action step is to make sure that you unfriend a bunch of the affiliates that you friended and just select follow on them, and then select 3 to 5 leaders whose paycheck you want and select them as see first. So if you have questions on that, I showed you how you can select follow and see first. But that way you don't miss out on anything and you're up to date on like corporate announcements and other great ideas on how to market, okay? So thanks so much for tuning in with me. Hopefully this makes sense. If this is helping you, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments. And anybody, once you've completed the follow see first, I want you to name the people that you chose in the comments. And I'm going to draw for a free shield spray tomorrow, same time, for those of you who complete this task in a timely manner. So complete those action steps. Tell me who you followed and selected as see first. That will be your entry to win a free shield spray. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Again, drop a 1 if this helped you, and let your teammates know about it as well, especially your newbies. Have a good night. Have a good day.